Hello,
Hey
everybody.
everyone, welcome to A Night Live. This is,
Joseph.
and I am Stav, and we are here every week to show you guys some cool stuff you can do with the app, to answer any questions that you have, to go over the tutorial from the day before. This week it was actually the 4th of July yesterday, so happy holiday for those of you who celebrate. And we're going to show you how to do some cool stuff with text, how to use blending modes to make some cool posters or a greeting card or like a dinner invitation. So something that you can do with the app that you can actually use. So
Yeah.
that's all we have to say. Don't forget to like and share and comment, and we'll be answering your questions at the same time. Well, while Joseph is working, I'm going to read your questions and I'm going to answer them.
And so share.
So yeah,
Share
so
to
share
everyone.
and yeah, let's go.
Yes. So this is a very actually useful tutorial because you can save a lot of time. You just can do with the application an
Yeah, it's
invitation.
like a functional tutorial. You don't have to ask someone that knows Photoshop to make you something. Like you can do it yourself and it can look cool.
Yeah. So so here we are, and this is the tutorial which we uploaded yesterday. Happy 4th of July. And definitely. So this is also the tutorial we did last week. You can check it out if you didn't see. It's very cool. You can check it in the YouTube channel, and it's very cool effect. It was called the chain link effect.
Chain link fence tutorial, we call
Yes.
it. Actually, Joseph, before we get started, we have a question here from Julio. And he's asking, is there any way to get a grid on the app to make sure everything's centered? The guidelines help, but if the image itself isn't centered, he'd love to get a grid function. So actually, you could probably do that with
Actually, with crop.
Canvas. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, there is a way to get some sort of grid. Actually, and so let's go to the menu and then canvas and crop. So here you can get like some sort of grid. And what's cool about this is you can, if you see that it's not centered, then by cropping it, you can use these guidelines in order to see where are you and to crop your image in order to be in the center. So that could be useful. That could be a way.
Awesome.
I
Did we
hope
help you
that's-
out, Julio?
I hope we
I hope
did.
that helped you out.
All right. So let's talk about our tutorial. So first of all, we're gonna need a flag. It can be actually anything you want, just any image that you would like to put inside the text, okay? And also we're gonna mix it with the image of that's gonna be in the background. So for this tutorial, we use these fireworks, very nice fireworks, in high resolution, also very important in order to get good result. But we're gonna try something different because we like you very much.
Wait, before
and-
that,
What?
can I interrupt you again? We have a question from Skylar,
All right.
who is asking about blur. She's saying, is there ever going to be blur in the app? It's a very simple function, and she can't find it. So
There is
Skylar,
blur.
there actually is blur.
It is
so
your
we
lucky
want to show
day.
you where it is.
All right, so let's go. Let's try with the flag,
Yeah.
so you can see better. So let's go to the menu, and you just go to Tools, and Tilt Shift.
Tilt shift is our word for blur. It's actually like a professional word from like DSLR cameras back before iPhones.
Back in the old days.
Yeah.
So
Maybe raise the intensity because it's kind of hard to see.
so I want to say a word about the widget here. It's actually going to define if you are having the effect on a circular way, and then you can raise the intensity in here, and then it's going to become even more blurry. And you can also choose a different kind of shape, like in here, and then you go linear, and then you'll see it's like a more horizontal or vertical effect instead of a circular. Now, if you like to have blur all over the picture, you just have to pull these little arrows and then just drag this till the end. Or you can do this with the radial. And then let's go to Tools tab again, invert, and then just make it huge. And then raise the intensity, and you can just control the blurriness of the
And you
image.
can also, like, if you wanted to unblur the stars, you could go to mask and then erase.
of course, yes. And if you go to mask, you can just wipe out the effect from specific areas, which is very cool. Like that. So you see? That's
Very
it.
cool. That is a great question, Skylar. We're glad we got to answer it for you.
All right, back to our tutorial. Now, the first thing and this is the image we're going to be using today instead of that, just to get a different style. And basically we want to create first a canvas for us to work. So we're going to use any picture. Just make sure you're going to use a high resolution picture. And let's go and make this vertical so that we can have a better look of it. So let's go to the menu and then canvas and then crop, and we're gonna rotate. All right, and then we're gonna fix the ratio to 4:3 just to have it in a full screen view. And now I'm gonna go and start adding my color of the background, because I want to get rid of the image. I just want to have like a flat or like a gradient in the background. So let's go to filters and then duo. Now we're gonna go to tools tab, tap position, and then we go to blending and normal. Now let's go back to tools tab, and then we're gonna change our colors. Now let's say we're gonna choose this for the first color, and the second color we're gonna use a darker one. Now I don't want to have this effect of circular, so I'm gonna do like more of a linear. So let's go to shape, linear, and that's it. This is what I'm gonna be using as a background. Now you gotta, all you gotta do is just tap the check mark, and then you just have to go to the top here and then save the photo. I already did that, so I have this image already here that it's already saved. And now we're gonna start mixing our image inside here. So now let's add this smoky thing, but now let's choose the color background. Let's go to the menu and let's go to tools, mixer, and let's add the image, whatever image you want to add in the background, just to have like a more trippy look. So you can get rid of the background, or you can experiment with different kinds of blending modes. So let's go to tools tab and then go to blending, and then start seeing what kind of results you get with the blending modes. And if you don't find anything that you like and you want to keep the original colors of the image, you can just make some mask. So let's go to normal. I'm gonna stick with the original color, and we're gonna start erasing the background. Now I'm just gonna give you a little advice. If you deselect and then you go zoom, you just make it very small, and then you start erasing, it will be much easier to erase, and you don't have to go into much detail.
Is that something you discovered recently? Because you didn't share this with me back in the day when we first started doing tutorials.
Yeah, you're right. I
Okay,
figured
it's
that
a
out.
new thing. So.
Yeah, when I saw that I could do that, I was like, what?
What have I been doing this whole time?
Yeah, it's just amazing. Look at that. You just finished. You just erased all the background with just one swipe. That's crazy.
We actually have a question that's kind of related from Chris. He's asking, when using Mixer, what's the method for brush control, size, and shape when masking or erasing?
There's actually not so much control of it. There is not yet brush control. I mean, you can control the strength.
Yeah.
And then you can erase, but it's gonna be like more smoother.
Or you can by zooming in and out.
Yes.
You could sort of control the size of the brush by zooming in and out. So if you zoom out, it's bigger, or the opposite. If you zoom in, it's I can't think.
Wait, okay. If you zoom in like this, yes.
Yeah. So it's smaller. You get a smaller area because you can really pinpoint sort of the pixels. If you zoom out, it's almost as if your brush is bigger. And then you can use the strength to sort of adjust the opacity almost, right?
Also,
of the brush.
Yeah, also you're gonna get a more sharp edge in your brush. If you the closer you get, the sharper it will be, and then if you go and zoom out, it will be more smooth. So it's kind of the technique that we use in order to get this control. So now let's go and do that again one more time to get rid of the background. That's it. All right. Now let's place it somewhere here. And I can see that I have some white in here still. All right. And cool. Okay, now that's gonna be my background. Now let's stop the check mark. Okay, now we're gonna go and apply some trick. Basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna create text. So let's go and just pick your, for example, this image. Let's go back to the original direction, and then let's go to the menu, text, and then type. Now long press to type your text. And now since we're not already in the 4th of July.
It's not the 4th of July anymore.
So
we'll go with Happy 5th of July.
That sounds fair
We
to
should
me.
celebrate every day.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. why
Just
not?
because we can.
Yeah. It's a happy day, so.
Of course. Happy 5th of...
It's like Cinco de Mayo, but in July.
Yeah.
Cinco de Juli. Is that how you say?
Cinco
De
de Julio.
Julio?
Very close. Very close now. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I'm working on it.
All right. Now let's choose some cool font for these. Actually, I kind of like this.
That's something cool about the app, that you can decide on your font after you write your text with whatever font you think you want, and then you go back and you decide that you don't really like it, doesn't really go, and you can just change the font and not have to retype everything. I feel like that's because I change my mind all the time.
That's just very, very comfortable. So now let's go to Tools tab, and then let's fix a little bit our spacing between the lines. We can correct this by swiping right or left. Here in spacing, again, I'm gonna do it one more time, like this. Okay, and now we're gonna go to blending. We're gonna go and choose the last one, and this actually created for us a mask, and it's just putting all this image inside, and you can choose the right combination if you want it to be here, or whatever you want it.
So this is something you could do with any picture. You could do it with like a sunset picture to get some cool colors. You could do it with like a picture of your friend, of like his face in the words. Like, you can be really creative.
Very creative. Okay. Now let's start the check mark, and now we're gonna go to this. Now I am gonna add just a little bit more of blurriness. Actually, I'm gonna add blurry. I'm in the tilt shift because I think it will look
Wait,
cool.
before you do that,
Yes.
we have a question from Alan Hoyle, and he's asking if we're going to put an HDR filter in this app.
Actually,
So, Alan, we actually have a surprise for you.
there's a lucky day for a lot of people today.
There is actually HDR filter already in the app. It's in Adjust. If you go to Adjust,
image, and then if you see the presets, we have an HDR, and you can actually tweak that if you want it to be more HDR-ish.
Ish, yeah.
So let's go to Tools tab, and you can go to Details, and then just raise a little bit more the structure. As you can see, that's what's gonna give the look of the HDR. So there you go. You already can start using it.
So tilt shift, you're about to do tilt shift before I interrupt you. And actually, I'm going to interrupt you again.
You can do that.
Because Aaron wanted to say, he asked if we'll ever have blur as a tool when you can draw on it freehand. So you can only put it on a specific location. So you can do that. It's just sort of like a...
Are you talking about the blur?
Yeah, with blur again. Maybe he wasn't watching when we showed. So, if you pull it all the way down, you do
basically.
inverse.
Yeah, you can.
Watch. We're going to show you how to do that.
You can actually. Let's do that. So let's go to Tools, Tilt Shift, and okay, let's say I want to apply the effect all over the image. So let's go and do Invert, and then I'm gonna just make it bigger, just like this, and I'm gonna raise a little bit the intensity. And now you can just go to Mask and start wiping, right? Like you're drawing with the blurry effect, and you can also do the opposite. You can go and just clear the effect and then start applying, which is actually painting like this. I'm gonna do it one more time so you can see. So let's go to clear. Let's get closer look, and then just as you can see, you're already painting with the
blur
blurriness.
on, yeah.
So there you go.
So yeah.
So the reason why I'm doing this is because this is actually a different image I'm using for the background, and well, when I'm gonna add my text, I don't want it to be too much overloaded with too much detail, so I'm gonna make it smoother with this blurriness, and it's gonna be more clear, the text. So just something like this, and I like it like that. So let's tap the check mark, and all we have to do now is just add our text that we just created. So let's go to Mixer, and let's add the happy 5th of July. Now we're gonna apply the same trick. We're gonna make it small, Tools tab, erase, and we're gonna just erase, and let's see what we got. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Perfect.
Perfect.
It didn't took even like 2 seconds. That's crazy. Anyway, you just put it like this, and
well, now I kind of don't like the letters on that background.
yeah, I prefer. I mean, I think that's happening because of the colors.
Yeah, the
But
colors are bothering
we can
me. But
fix
maybe
that.
let's change it.
Yeah, let's go to
change
change it.
We also have a question from, what's his name? Ray Peltzman. Hold on, I lost it. And he's saying that he's old school and he wants written instructions for Enlight. So Ray, actually we have written tutorials, step-by-step written tutorials every Tuesday on Facebook. And if you want to see them all, you can go to our blog, which is enlightapp.com/blog. And then go to Tutorial Tuesday, and you can see all the tutorials that we've done written out step by step. Or you can go to our YouTube channel where you can see all the videos, and you can watch it, slow it down, stop it when you need it, and follow along with your phone. So that also might be another option. And if you have any questions, you can always ask us at support@enlightup.com, or you can message us on Facebook, or you can ask us right here.
There are also very user-friendly tutorials within the app that you can go
Right. Maybe
and
show
check
where
them
the
out.
tutorials are.
If you tap on the little icon on the top left here, then you go to tutorials, and then you'll see that we have some tutorials here that will guide you step by step, and you can start with the first one and then just go and do each one, and you can see it's gonna be very easy. That's also gonna help you.
Yeah.
So now let's change a little bit the colors of our background. So let's go to the menu, and then let's go to image and adjust, and we're gonna go to tools and then color. Now we're gonna change a little bit the hue, and something that might work with the colors, or maybe we can lower a little bit the saturation just a little bit, and then just something like that, and then we're gonna mask the word a little bit, the words, the letters.
We have a lot of people asking about layers, like a ton of people. I don't think that many people have ever asked about layers. So we actually have something really exciting coming up very, very soon, like
Oh,
really, really soon.
really, really soon?
So you should just stay tuned, keep updated on our Facebook page, and right now, no comment, but you should, yeah.
It's kind
Don't
of
go
a
too
surprise.
far away.
Yeah, just keep waiting just a little bit more.
Like just a little bit.
You remember
They're
what I
really
said?
little.
You remember what I said, that patience is the key to get a good result. So this
It
is
works there too.
It also
that's
works
nice.
there. So as you can see, you can just erase the effect, and then you'll have, for example, a way to control this the hue without affecting, and then seeing what's gonna match. So I'm gonna leave it, but you can just keep going and doing this, and in order to get the result that you want. So now let's just add a little bit more of effects with the filters, and then let's go to analog, and let's go to tools, and we're gonna start playing it with with it a little bit. Let's add some structure, and maybe there's too much color in here, so let's lower a little bit. Now let's go to film, a little bit of fade, also grain, not too much.
We have a comment from Sando asking, how do I get the update of this app? So if you want to download the newest version of the app, you just go to the App Store, and whatever version is there, you just download it. You won't have to pay again as long as you're signed in with the same Apple ID. And he's also asking if we can make a complete tutorial of the app. I think if we made a complete tutorial of the app, it would probably take us like a week.
I'm on. I mean,
but
we can do
can,
it.
yeah, maybe if we have. But actually, if you go to our YouTube channel and you look at all the tutorials there, I think right now there's like 25. Like we've been doing it for a few months now.
Yeah.
If you look at those tutorials and you just start, like you'll get a complete
It'll be
overview of the app.
It'll be like a
You'll be
tutorial
an expert,
marathon, you
yeah.
know, just looking at all those tutorials, like an intense session. So I guess
kind of cool. Maybe you could like add text on top of it and like do it like as a shadow, and then it would cover up the. No.
Well,
I don't know. The red on the pink is bothering me. I can't.
Yeah, I know. Well, you can change it always. I mean, you can change just going by the image, and you can change, or you can add again the word. I mean, I just don't want to change the colors of the flag. You know, that would be kind of weird. But I mean,
not like Happy 5th of July isn't weird.
Oh.
But yeah, assuming it's not.
Yeah. So what do you say? We upload this? Or
wait, there was something actually we wanted to talk about, the fireworks thing. Did we talk about that yet? Last time someone asked us in the last tutorial, she wants to, like, for example, put fireworks or put like a picture of her cat, but because of like the really thin cat whiskers, or because of like the way a firework is like really thin, it's hard for her to go around the edges. So something that you can do is like what we did here.
Yeah. So let's go and do, for example, let's go back here and let's just apply any dual background just to get any color. Yeah, like this, and then something like this, for example. Like this, okay. And basically, instead of just start getting rid of just gotta go and play with the blending mode. So let's go to Tools, Mixer, and then you just add your picture. Oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Yeah. You just stand on your background, and then go to Mixer, and then add this picture. And then instead of getting rid of the black background, which is not gonna look good because it's just blended with the black, you just gotta start playing with the blending modes and trying to find something that's gonna work. If you have for example, an image, you can also mask the fireworks. Like this looks kind of
that looks good. This works best if the image you're mixing, the top image, is on a black background or a white background. Otherwise, it won't work as well. But if you have it could work.
It could work. I mean, it just it will depend a lot of.
It depends on the picture.
The picture, yeah, totally. I mean, sometimes it doesn't, but if you go with the black, and then in order to recover all those colors that we missed a little bit, so you just tap the check mark and you can go to image and then adjust, and you can raise a little bit more the color and saturation, and you can play with hue. Like
that's
here.
Cool.
And then something like this.
We have a question from Kenny. He's just asking if what's our YouTube channels, or he asked if all of our tutorials are available on YouTube, at least all the ones we've ever done live. So just go to our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/enlightApp, one word. I'm sure if you search, you can find it, and you'll see Joseph's face in the thumbnails, and then you'll know you got there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, we're about to sign off, so let us know right now. Let's see if there's anything I missed. We're getting lots of love.
Thank you, everybody.
Hi, Andy from Switzerland. What else do we have here? I think that's it. So if you guys have any more questions, you can always write them still in the comments below, and I'll definitely get to them tomorrow. And
well, let's show them about the Instagram that they can follow,
yeah.
and they can see some inspiration. So if you don't follow us, you can just follow, and you can get a lot of inspiration. This is where we put all the tutorials and also what users actually create. And we are constantly looking for cool stuff that people are doing. So if you want to get a feature, you just gotta hashtag Enlight app. And if you have a good and high resolution work, you might get
yeah, we're actually the people who go through your Instagram and find them. So well, go through the Instagram tag and find them. So yeah. So if you tell us how much you love us, maybe we will be
We'll
more
think about
likely to upload your picture. No, I'm just kidding.
And also, if you wanna also see the stuff that I do most of the time, also you can go to my Instagram, which is not a space. You can check it out. I also have a lot of stuff that could be good for inspiration.
Yeah, a lot of stuff created with Enlight.
A lot of most of it, like
this.
everything.
This is actually hanging in my office. Joseph let me print it out on a big canvas picture. Also there's another one. Yeah, also that one. So if you guys need inspiration, check out Joseph's Instagram. Check out our Instagram. Follow us. We've actually recently started following people on Instagram, on Enlight's Instagram. So maybe we'll follow you too.
Maybe we'll stalk you.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching. Is there any more questions?
There is one more question,
all
maybe.
right.
Blue Ike, he's saying he always has issues when he's blending, and it always erases the pic I am blending. Do you have a blend tutorial? Well, this was a blend tutorial.
Actually, we blended a lot.
Maybe you can be more specific. Erases the pic. I think maybe
when you're doing the first blending mode, sometimes that actually erases a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's take, for example, let's do this again. So let's go to menu, tools, mixer, and here. So if you go and then go to tools, blending, seamless, here you cannot see very well the effect, but let's try with another picture very quickly.
Yeah, it all depends on the colors of the picture or the background of the bottom picture and the top picture, how they interact.
So this could be, I don't know, I mean, I'm not exactly sure of what
you mean.
What is the problem, but I think this could be something like this specific blending mode. Sometimes you need to know how to use it, but otherwise you just gotta experiment with them.
It really depends on your picture and on the picture you're blending onto. So it depends if it's black or white or very vivid, that's, I think.
For example, if you're trying to mix two white pictures that have a lot of white, you might not see nothing at the end, or two black images also, that could be the case.
All right, I think that's look, Alan left us his Instagram. That's a great idea. If you guys want to leave us your Instagrams, we'll follow you.
Definitely.
Just write them below. We'll definitely follow you and create some awesome stuff for us so we can put you up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
See you guys later. Thank you for watching, and see you next week.
Yes.